Good morning, beautiful people. Anton here from Warhorse Training. I've got a new microphone, so kind of testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Just a nice little find. Actually, my stepdaughter recommended me this. My oldest stepdaughter, that is. She just said, you should get one of these. It'd be really good for when you're training. So I'm just going to see what it's like, and just kind of as I'm moving around, if I'm kind of stance bouncing, hopping, can you pick me up? Is there too much wind? Is there too much noise? Got 2 of these bad boys. One of them lasts for 8 hours, so that's 16 hours worth of footage with it. I don't know if you can hear anything from a distance. I'm going to try. Alexa, play my music. Let's see if we can hear the music from over there. I'm not sure. It's really quiet anyway, music. Alexa, volume up 3. But yeah, basically just going to see how it goes. It should hopefully make it a little bit easier when I'm like over in the far corner of kind of my training square for kickboxing or Shotokan. I'm trying to get a bit more publicity on this, guys. So, I mean, things that I do loads of different things compared to what other people do. A lot of things that are very, very similar. I don't know what music is playing here, but it's pretty good. Alexa, volume up 2. It's all like sad, and I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone. So yeah, I mean, I do Shotokan, I do kickboxing, both K1 and traditional American kickboxing, which is what I was first qualified in. I'm a qualified PT, as well as a martial art instructor, strength and conditioning coach, but also a fight coach. So if you've got a fight coming up or anything, I'm happy to sit ringside and support you and coach you through things. I typically don't work on a number sequence because I don't do boxing, so it's not like 1, 2, 4, 5, like the jab, cross, the hooks, etc. It's more kickboxing, so I shout it out and say, jab, cross, hook, duck, front kick, roundhouse, block, parry, all the kind of like snap judgments. You do learn pad drills here, so it might just be that I go drill 1, pad drill 1, so kind of jab, cross, hook, duck, find yourself kind of moving into it. Light on your feet, kind of bouncing, stance switch, move yourself in, move yourself out, be more aggressive, guard. So yeah, fight coach. On top of that, you will see on my long list of things I do hairdressing. Used to work for Weller once upon a time, and Planet Hair. I've worked for Transformations in Nottingham as well. I do massage, so Indian head, reflexology, aromatherapy, sports massage. There will be some others that I can't remember. Swedish body. There's quite a few, but I do like a comprehensive massage where I'll hit 4 or 5 different types of massage in 1 hour-and-a-half session. Alexa, pause. And with that type of massage, it's the full comprehensive solution. Any knots, we get into it through a sports element. Anything else, it's just a little bit more nicer than just getting beat up left, right, and centre. I'm undergoing my own transformation at the moment. I've lived a life of, having ADHD, serotonin imbalance, fibromyalgia, struggling to get up every single day, muscles hurting, joints hurting, lost my kneecap doing skateboarding, obviously had it put back in, and, got 5 hernia operations. The list is endless, honestly, like bullying, daily issues with depression and anxiety. Fitness has been my gem. Martial art has been my gem. So there's all of that helps. Now I am a cognitive-based therapist as well. I don't fess on the therapy side of things. I really hope this is working because I'm going into a full-on YouTube video right now. But what I do is I use that with my child frustration intervention training. So kids get to smash things, smash plates, smash kegs, keg slams, hitting mallets, hitting sledgehammers, throwing discus, doing shot pucks. I do sports day elements for schools as well. But I call it child frustration intervention because they get all their frustration out. I help all different spectrums of ASD and people that have issues or regulating kind of anger, emotions, feelings, that kind of early year development element. Now, on the back of early year development, I am supporting a lot of nurseries, childcare settings, and schools. I'm just kind of walking backwards and forwards here. I'm not sure why. Let's go a different way. And with that, I'm basically supporting the schools with early year developments and movements and range of movements. Things like hopping around on one leg. Sounds simple. Things like squatting. Kids struggle with these elements, but also the coordination, even just something as simple as throwing some lily pads down, picking the lily pad up, stepping onto the other one, picking it up and moving across. These things help massively. Baton races. Obviously not forgetting that martial arts, but number counting as you're doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, counting yourself into it, stopping at the right time, listening, communicative skills, and obviously building those meaningful relationships. I do diet and training plans, so that helps a lot with people. Nutritional coach. So obviously with my nutritionist qualification, there's a lot of things that I learned on there. The qualification I did derives from ancestral diets. So I do tend to pick back to where we have been. So traditionally in England, you tend to find people are very Anglo-Saxon, Viking. What they used to eat was a lot of kind of harvest foods, grown foods, a lot of fish. Believe it or not, from my learning anyway, I respect all types of learning, but deriving from ancestral planes and the closest we can get to our original genetic consumption and that kind of healthy, wholesome, real food rather than this kind of man-made fibrous rubbish that we put in our body sometimes, the pasta, the just rubbish carbs, bread, things like this. It's not really good for us. But then there's an argument to be made between calories in versus calories out. I know people that have an addiction to Monster, donuts. I've got to have this and I've got to have that. And I do that in my diet plans. If you've got to have something, let's not just hinder your entire life on you can never have those because you need to do it. Let's add them into your diet, but have them in moderation. I know people that eat nothing but takeaways because the lifestyle they live. They run Chinese restaurants, things like that. One of my old clients is exactly the same. I always eat from my own Chinese restaurant because I run them. I look after them. Family's got a couple. That's kind of the food that I've got. So that's the food I'm working with. Now, big thing with that is it's not ideal, but that's where the calories in versus calories out can come. If you're expending more calories than you're consuming, you're going to lose weight. Nutritionally, you're not having a dense diet, so you're going to have problems there, but you can top up with vitamins, with supplements, and also you can make those sensible decisions, even if you're eating like 50 shades of Chinese food. So yeah, quite a bit on there. Fitness instructing is kind of the baseline. Everything else has moved on from there. I do mature client fitness. A lot of people don't want to be fit into a mature client category, but people of a certain age, after, postmenopausal, post-pregnancy, multiple different elements, gentlemen, as they get into a kind of 70s, 80s, they have a deplete of testosterone. They don't retain muscle like they used to. You end up with joints and ligamental problems. You have to train a different way to be able to help facilitate growth and longevity in your body's mobility. I also do mums, bums and tums as well. Again, focusing on people that have just had pregnancy to lose that baby weight. There is an optimum window that you can help flush out, get rid of what you need to, because your body naturally wants to, because it's not going to want to keep itself in that shape. Naturally, it wants to get back to some type of equilibrium. So we can help it along the way, getting there with the qualifications that I've got. Guys, I could go on and on and on. Main base and bread butter that we do is kind of training, massage. We work on functional fitness, functional moving, but also that baseline of martial arts and conditioning through Shotokan, being black belt 3rd dan, and teaching those elements. It's not a dojo, as say for. We do rehearse and recite kind of dojo best practice. There's a lot of respect here, and there's a lot of what you learn here you don't take out into the real world and start hurting people, otherwise you're not welcome back. Guys, thank you so much for listening. I really hope this has tuned in the entire time. But until next time, take care, guys, and I shall see you soon. Peace.